The Battle of Posada, 9-12 November 1330 was fought between Basarab I of Wallachia and Charles I of Hungary, also known as Charles Robert. The small Wallachian army led by Basarab, formed of cavalry and foot archers, as well as local peasants, managed to ambush and defeat the 30,000-strong Hungarian army in a mountainous region. The battle resulted in a major Wallachian victory. Some historians claim that the Cumans aided the Wallachians in the battle. Still, in the Hungarian army there was a substantial Cuman-Hungarian contingent, so this variant is very improbable. In 1324, Wallachia was a vassal of Hungary, and Charles referred to Basarab as our Transalpine voivode. The war started with encouragement from the voivode of Transylvania and a certain Dionysi, who later bore the title Ban of Severin. In 1330, Charles captured the long-disputed Wallachian citadel of Severin and handed it to the Transylvanian voivode. The war started with encouragement from the voivode of Transylvania and a certain Dionysi, who later bore the title Ban of Severin. In 1330, Charles captured the long-disputed Wallachian citadel of Severin and handed it to the Transylvanian voivode. Basarab sent envoys who asked for the hostilities to cease and in return offered to pay 7,000 marks in silver, submit the fortress of Severin to Charles, and send his own son as hostage. According to the Viennese Illuminated Chronicle, a contemporary account, Charles said about Basarab, "He is the shepherd of my sheep, and I will take him out of his mountains, dragging him by his beard." Another account writes that Charles said that he will drag the voivode from his cottage, as would any driver his oxen or shepherd his sheep. The king's counselors begged him to accept the offer or give a milder reply, but he refused and led his 30,000-strong army deeper into Wallachia without proper supplies or adequate reconnaissance. The location of the battle is still debated among historians. One theory gives the location of the battle at Loviti in some mountain gorge in the Olt Defile, Transylvania. However, Romanian historian Nigu Juvara denies this and states that the location of the battle was somewhere at the border between Oltenia and Severin. The Hungarian royal army was made up of ecclesiastics and laymen with military duties. They were joined by Seekles and the Transylvanian Saxons, except the Saxons of Sibiu, who supported Basarab and refused to join Charles's army, as well as numerous units of mercenaries and countless numbers of Cumans. Stephen Lackfey was named the commander of the army. The Wallachian army, led by Basarab himself, probably numbered less than 10,000 men and consisted of cavalry, infantry archers, and some locally recruited peasants. When Charles saw his best knights being killed without being able to fight back, while the escape routes were blocked by the Wallachian cavalry, he gave his royal robes and insignia to one Dezev, son of Dionysius, who dies under a hail of arrows and stones. And, with a few loyal subjects, made a difficult escape to Visegrad clad in dirty civilian clothes. Charles later recounted in detail, in a charter of 13 December 1335, how one Nicholas, son of Radislav, saved his life by defending him from the swords of 5 Wallachian warriors, giving him enough time to escape. Aftermath: the Vlachs carried many away captive, both wounded and uninjured, and from the bodies of the fallen they took many weapons and much precious raiment, money and silver and gold, costly vessels and baldricks, many purses heavy with coins, and many horses with saddles and bridles, all which they carried away and gave to the voivode Basarab. The Hungarian Illuminated Chronicle. The victory represented the survival of the Wallachian state, as well as the beginning of a period of tense relations between Basarab and the Kingdom of Hungary, which lasted until 1344, when Basarab sent his son Alexandru in order to re-establish a relationship between the two states. Because of its large financial power, the Kingdom of Hungary quickly rebuilt its army and found itself in conflict with the Holy Roman Empire in 1337. However, the Hungarian king maintained a de jure suzerainty over Wallachia until the diplomatic disputes had been resolved.